Hi, I'm Abby, and my problem is we don't know how the density of a liquid would affect something traveling through it. My hypothesis is an object traveling with the same force through a denser liquid will travel slower than through a less dense liquid. Our list is, you'll need eggs, a lot of salt, and a glass jar filled with water. And the reason we put sponges on the bottom of it is so that when we drop the egg right here, if it falls very hard, it won't break in the bottom of the jar. It will just fall, and that way we won't have to clean up any mess in the bottom. We put the duct tape here so then we know exactly where to drop the egg from, so we know how high the water has to be. Our procedure is we'll be putting salt in the glass jar and mixing it with water. We will drop the egg with the same force each time and recording how long it takes the egg to reach the bottom or if it reaches the bottom. And this will determine if the denser the liquid gets, the harder it will be to sink. So the first thing we're going to do is take out an egg, and I'm going to weigh it. It is about 70 grams. And then this is going to be our egg for the first one. And I'm going to bring over my water, and I have a stopwatch for the procedure. And the temperature is about 65 degrees, so about room temperature. And now we're going to see how long it takes for the egg to reach the bottom. So that was about 2 seconds and 30 milliseconds. And then to get So we're writing it down because the difference between science and messing around is writing it down. Now we're going to add a cup of salt into a measuring cup. We're going to pour this in. And stir it up. Use tongs. So we added a cup of salt in here, and that's why it's so cloudy. Now I'm going to drop it in. So it's bouncing and floating around a lot, but it took about 2 seconds and 50 milliseconds. So it was around the same as the no salt. So I'm going to. So now we're going to add another cup of salt. Okay, so now we added another cup of salt. So now it's 2 cups of salt. and we're going to drop it. It's not sinking at all. I can still see the top of it. Yeah, it's not gonna sink. So we're going to push the limits and add another cup of salt just to see what happens. So now we're going to pour our third cup of salt in. It's actually getting really hard to mix it from all the salt dissolving in it, and this time we're not going to put the sponge in because we know it's going to float. So, and I'm probably not even going to time it because I know it won't sink. Like more of it sticking out this time. So in conclusion, the more dense a liquid is, the more the object will float.